Welcome back to Let's Play Deathmark. Would you stop scratching cats? Doing that all the time. How long's it been? 12th, it's now the 20th, so let's do some basic math, and I predicted it! Also, yeah, it's been seems to be consistent with these, you know. A day over a week ago, and what I predicted was that the cat, being the fussy little asshole that they are, is going to be like, okay, I'm just going to sit on top of your PS3. I'm playing this on the PS4, but I've been playing PS3 recently. And it's just like, I'm just going to sit here, doors wide open. No, I'm not going out. As soon as I start recording, it's like, okay, I want out now. Typical. A moment. Right. Let us continue, I suppose. You know, I've come to a realization yesterday that this is the first time in years where, you know, September has just been like any other month for me. September used to be me recording a lot for October, but because last year's October special on the main channel was the last one, because like, okay, it's been a decade of these. It's such a hassle to put together because what I do is I spend the majority of September recording every day. I just don't have that energy anymore. You know, just to record for the horror games for October. Like this year, I'm not gonna do that, honestly. I mean, we're already near the end of September. September flew by, man. What I'm gonna do for October this year is, you know, just add another horror let's play, I guess. I don't know what one yet. Maybe I'll make a poll on the main channel. I'm not sure how you do those, but... Or maybe I'll just make a video, I don't know. It's like the options are a bunch of Resident Evil games, or, you know, that Project Zero Fail Frame game that finally got ported to PS4 quite a while back. I can't really think of any other ones to go for, to be honest. Anyways. May as well head out now. According to Master's note, Masquerade is in the center of Casey. It's not far, but I don't know the area. No harm in leaving a little early. Wait, what? Excuse me? Excuse me? What's all this? Why is my controller acting up? Stop that. Oh my god, is this controller really on its way out or what? I'm starting to think maybe it is the left analog stick. Could be. Because, you know, it hasn't been, you know, acting up for quite some time, but you remember, well, actually, no, I say that, but when it went for the bad ends, or maybe it was good end, I can't remember. When I accidentally got a game over because the controller just like was like, I'm gonna click on this option, and then it went down, clicked on the other option. I'm like, damn it! I mean, I thought it would be maybe the L2 button, but I don't think it's the L2 button. So it's gonna be the analog stick. I mean, does Sony even make PS4 controllers anymore? Sony seem really shitty when it comes to supply and demands. I mean, you know, the motion controllers for VR for the longest time, and they're probably still back to being like, well, they're nowhere to be found. I finally got a pair for Christmas, and I still haven't actually used them because I had headaches for the most part, so I haven't really got around to playing any VR. And that's the thing as well, VR headsets probably understocked. PS5's probably, I don't know, probably still not stocked as well. I mean, the whole pandemic kind of like screwed things up for them, but still, they definitely seem like they don't really supply and demand really well. Same could be said for Nintendo, I think, potentially as well. I don't know why I'm saying Nintendo, I'm just thinking, why Nintendo? I don't know. Are they really quite as bad as Sony with that? I'm not sure. They just said all that, and they're like, I actually don't know. Maybe they're better with supply and demand, to an extent, I don't know. It's like, I don't really play as much Nintendo. I've got the Switch that I got for Christmas. Was it last year or the year before? I can't even remember. Time for me since the pandemic. I mean, granted, you know, it seems like all that's kind of, you know, cooled down now and all, but since then, my sense of time has been thrown off. For example, this, right? It's like, let's play Persona 3. There's been a plan for the main channel for ages. I've like mentioned it. I still haven't got around to it, obviously. And I'm thinking, man, it must have been like 2 years ago now, right? It's like, no, I played that game last year. It feels longer than that. I played it back in either April or May, maybe June last year. Feels like it was freaking longer back than that. I mean, Jesus Christ, time is just like off. But yeah, I've got the Switch and all that. I haven't really played it much recently, so you know, I don't play Nintendo much as I do, you know, PlayStation. But anyways, this is completely nothing to do with this game. I arrived at the designated hotel 20 minutes before the meeting. Rain falling when I left, Kuja mentioned his narrative introduced. You know, this is completely off topic again. But if you watch a channel called Brain Blaze, previously called Business Blaze, or any of Simon Whistler's other channels, where he tends to go on tangents and rambles and stuff like that, I feel like that's very relatable for me. It's just like, the video is long because you just ramble on about freaking random shit when you should be getting to the point of the matter. I parked my car and walked and walked through the streets. The hotel, my destination, stands at the end. So that's it. I mean, which hotel is it? Because I don't see the, I don't see anything saying masquerade. Just see hotel, hotel, and hotel. I mean, in Japan, would they just have it spelled out in English? I mean, maybe they would. You know what? It's our word of the day. Bring that back, you know? Since, I mean, it's not being as consistent as, you know, when I was Let's Play Higurashi, where I, you know, consistently do a word of the day from the dictionary, but anyway, it's been a few times I've done this now. Let's look for hotel. Hotel might be one of those words that they don't have a Japanese word for. And by that I don't mean that it isn't in the dictionary, it's probably one of those words that's borrowed from English or something. Yeah, Oteru doesn't have a Japanese word for it, so it's written out in katakana, which indicates that it's using the foreign words. Maybe they do have their own word for it, but I don't know. There's hardly anyone on this neon-lit street, perhaps because of the rain. Didn't that rumor? Red Riding Hood appears when it rains. It's the perfect night to investigate the rumor. It really is odd that they decided to go with that name. I mean, I'm not sure what it was in the original Japanese. I mean, it's obviously got to do with the raincoats that the girl wears being red. But Red Riding Hood sounds a lot like, you know, Little Red Riding Hood. It's got nothing to do with that at all. It's like, oh, we gotta encounter a big bad wolf. No. Red Riding Hood appears when it rains. It's the perfect night to investigate the rumor. The hotel in question doesn't seem to be particularly guarded against intruders either. Anyone could step inside if they wanted. I see. So that's why it's a focal point of the rumor. People going in and out about an abandoned hotel on its days, running across suspicious people or squatters. And their stories get exaggerated and we get the rumor that the space is monsters. I've had someone was seen in red clothes and it turned into Red Riding Hood. That's probably how it really is. My heart suddenly feels a lot lighter. I guess I was taking this too seriously after all. Now that I've gotten rid of one worry though, this time something else starts bugging me. I'm a grown man standing alone in the middle of this road in the red light district. This isn't going to do anything good for my reputation. I should get out of the rain until it's time to leave. Glance around the area for a place. I mean, that doesn't really make any better, does it? Oh yeah, I'm meeting someone in the red light district. Does that not sound also suspect as well? Glance around the area for a place. It's like, holy crap, everyone has voice acting this time. Well, it's not consistent, they don't voice act every line, but this is way more voice acting than we got in the main chapters. Two lines of dialogue voice acting, that's insane. I don't think you even had any voice acting in the main chapters. I mean, other than when you select her, you're like, Watashi? Or something like that. That was the only time she was voice acting. Like I said, this was originally a DLC chapter of the Japanese version, but it was, added into the, it was bundled in basically for the nationals. So yeah, it's definitely, they had more time to polish it up on this chapter. So they were like, let's put in a bit of voice acting since it's still DLC. A woman in a lab coat appears. It's Madoka Hiroo. Hiroo. I heard I had help, but I didn't really. What, you don't approve? Take your complaints up with Yasuoka. I'm glad it's you. No complaints here. No, I didn't mean it like that. Whatever else can be said about her, Hiroo is calm, collected, and logical. Shouldn't it be Hiroo is calm, collected, and logical, or Hiroo is a calm, collected, and logical person? Her opinions are valuable. I always be like, oh yeah, look at that typo there. But every time I write out a video description, I'm always proofreading it as I go about it. It's like, okay, that's spelled incorrectly. This kind of sentence doesn't really make much sense. It could be worded better and all that. It's like, I occasionally get ads for Grammarly, and I'm always like, that's the one thing that ad that seems tempting to get that song. It's just like, but nah. I'm better off with the whole, trial and error of, okay, copy, paste the words, Google searches kind of thing, just to make sure I've got it right. Her opinions are valuable. Oh, well, that's a surprise. I guess you do respect her. Yeah, you should. I think she's supposed to be 27 or something years old. This is absolutely no relevance whatsoever. My neck tingles from the strength of her judging stare. And you know what else has completely no relevance is she's somewhere between 5 and 5'2", 5'2", which I brought up in one of the previous parts, was concept art for the third game in the series has her standing next to Yashiki, who is 5'10" or something like that, considerably taller, but they don't look. The height difference is not there. Maybe they forgot. I mean, it is just concept art. It's probably not going to be in the final game itself. So. Or maybe it will. Who knows? I tingled from the strength of her judging stare. I wasn't expecting her to have changed, and she definitely hasn't. She was still busy with the underground job. Yes, well, only once in a while. I've been busy with work recently, so haven't had time. How are things going on your end? Nothing exciting. I'm taking some time to relax. I wasn't really asking about you first. Whatever, I think I have a pretty clear picture now. Wait, what? How are things going on your end? I wasn't really asking about you first. Well, is that the equivalent of being like, so how was your day? And then you go on to detail as like, I didn't really mean going into detail. Just give me like 1 or 2 words, like, I've been fine. But that's 3 words. Well, technically 4 when you think about it. I've been fine. Could also be I have been fine, because that's what I've is. Hiroo glances down at her watch distractedly. This whole part is basically me being distracted and grounded. There's something wrong. No, he should be here soon. Oh wait, here he is. I follow Hiroo's gaze to find the man himself, who barely had any appearance, because I went with Hiroo and Banshee in chapter 5. I mean, I did go in when get onto the bad end, you know, just to see what he's like, but he didn't really have much time to really have any development, did he? This chapter fleshes out the characters a bit more. Some of them, including Daimon here. Daimon, we were rounded up for this too. That's not a nice way to put it, but yes, basically. Yasuoka insisted, so I'll be accompanying. And don't worry about it, my health has been much better since then. My cough has mostly gone away too. Oh, really? He seems to be pretty confident about that, but he looks as pale as ever. But it's his body and he's a doctor, so if he says he's fine, I'll just have to believe him. I met with Hiroo just recently, but well, I hope we work well together again, even though, you know, in the canon of this save file, you didn't do anything, you just stayed at the mansion the whole time. I mean, you weren't even the one to show up in that one to give us the chisel, you just stayed behind the whole time. Can't say an unscientific investigation gets me very excited. Oh, the old woman says I'll pay her back. What do you owe her for? What did she do for you? Owe her? Yeah, it's almost impossible to get your hands on old army documents. But she's got a lot of influence, so I had her pull some strings for me. Well, I guess not, sir. You saved me too back when all that stuff was going on. It's not like I don't feel in debt to you. See, thanks. Can't say I ever expected Hiroo to feel that way. In a situation like this, I'm grateful. By the way, is it okay for both of you to walk around in your labyrinths? Shouldn't you change? Hey, this is a professional look. Look, this is what Delio here is, okay, man? You expect our artists to change our clothes? Fuck you! That takes effort, man. That takes time, effort, and money. Fuck you, we're staying with our default look here. We can't change our outfits. That's ridiculous. An investigation like this is actually better. Your cell phone rings in her pockets. Oh, give me a second. Sorry, I got an email. Let's see here. Here, check the screen, her back to internet. You seem as busy as ever. I'm fairly busy myself. Sorry to drag you on to after your back. No, don't worry about this. If you're after something, then I won't help you. After all, we overcame that horrible tragedy. Was your fellow mark-bearer, a friend, a comrade in arms? Comrade in arms. Yeah, that's right. That's the perfect way to put this. If I recall, if you say friend, he more or less brings this up. It's like, no, we're more than that. We're like, you know, comrades in arms. So sorry for the interruption, but it was an important message. The last person won't make it. I mean, this is kind of ridiculous, isn't it? It's just like, why are we having all these people to investigate it? Surely 2 would suffice. I was caught by our match. She means the idol Ai Kashiwagi. Sounds like she's keeping busy too. It's funny, she doesn't even physically appear in this chapter because of this. I'm not sure if she even gets lines voice acting, so I can't remember. But bringing a pop idol to a place like this sounds like a PR nightmare. Yeah, that would be problematic. So here, hands me her cell phone. What are you doing? She's still on the line. She wanted to apologize to you herself. I don't really mean this. Could you ever grumble and take the call? Hiroo shoves the phone into my hand without letting me get a word in. So I have no choice. My voice when I spoke into the phone is surprisingly... hello. Hi. Oh, is that you, Miss Smith? Yes, you can. Good morning. It's me, Ai Kashiwagi. You know, it should be evening. It looks like it's evening. I'm so sorry. I regret not being able to help you for the rest of my life. A whirlwind of words is the same as always. Full of exaggeration and lacking in voice acting. Do my best to convince her not to worry. Oh, it's fine, really. I doubt anything will happen. Really? I hope so. Oh no, my cue's coming up. Please come to our next performance for sure, Miss Yasuoka. Okay, bye. And that was her cameo appearance in all of this. I mean, to be fair, Yasuoka, by the way, doesn't turn up in person either. So she's not the only character who doesn't make a physical reappearance in this chapter. Though she actually has a concept art for the 3rd game. There's like a concept art where Ata is on a computer and she's just there holding like a tray or tea and shit like that. Definitely seems like the type of CG that's probably not going to be in the final game, because it's like, what would the context of that CG even be? It's like, oh yeah, and then Ata's like researching and she's just like, do you want some tea? And just like that, the hurricane of the phone call passes us by. Energy and excitement levels leave the deck. She's tiring, isn't she? I wonder, maybe they originally were gonna have her do more here, but whoever they had to voice actor said that she didn't really have any lines, even in the main game. She had the line where you select her as a partner because everyone has dialogue there, and she had that one moment in the bad end where she screams. Well, actually, in the end of chapter 4 in general, she screams when she, gets a snake down her back or something like that. So maybe whoever voiced that line wasn't available, so they're like, can't bring her back because we want to have, a bit more voice acting for our characters. So we'll just give her a cameo appearance instead of like a proper one. I mean, to be fair, she's not the only one who just has like a very brief appearance. She's tiring, isn't she? Jeez, that old lady thought it'd be a good idea to bring an idol on the case. By the way, are you close to Kashiwagi? That's an odd question coming from Daimon. Yeah, I mean, I have her contact information. Could you get me contacts? The kid at work's a huge fan. You'll never get a picture. Oh, I'm sure that's exactly what this case is, Daimon. Oh, that explains it. Still, I didn't think she was that far. Well, like I said, in the sequel, NG, there's a brief moment where the protagonist of that game is watching the TV and Ai Kashiwagi is on the TV. You don't physically see her or even get a word from her. It's just basically pointing out that her solo career is going really bad. I can try asking how many viewers. 3 if possible. I'd like to go as well. Yeah. Speechless. You're a little old for idols. You have a thing for girls? I'm a connoisseur of music. Idols have nothing to do with it. Probably pronounced that word wrong, didn't I? I think, well, I can't remember how old Daimon is. It's bugging me, that is. I think at oldest he's 50 something, but he might be a little younger than that. Lallard is late 30s, 40s, or early mid 50s. Can't remember. Subject change right now would be wise. How about no? How about another round? Sort of. This is like, just picture it. Daimon, Yashiki, and Master at an idol concert. I can imagine their faces perfectly. Daimon just getting really into it. Yashiki kind of like his glasses, you know, in that kind of way where it's like shaded over on the glasses, so it'd be like, oh man, why am I even here? And Master's just like, for God's sake, what the hell am I even doing here? Speaking of which, got a lot of voice acting surprisingly there, Master. Master, what are you doing here? This case is a request from the clients. I wanted to make sure you showed. Jerk, what planning on observing are you? Well, if we hadn't shown one of you is some no-show. I heard 4. Ai Kashiwagi couldn't make it. Seems her man should call. That's so. He shrugs indifferent. Guess he figures he won't make much business. So you took care of your other cases already. Thought I told you I must check. While I'm here, I have you in for a no-tell. Just then, someone else's cell phone something really. Look, there's much ones from my house. Excuse me for a minute. One after another. We're going to get. We decided to take shelter from the rain. Daimon has to finish his coal, and we may as well hear what information is. A CG! This is, I think, Daimon's only CG appearance, I think. Master's making his second CG appearance. Hiroo making her first, I think? Yeah, first CG appearance here. I say first because she's gonna have more than one. Master is also gonna get another CG in this chapter. We commandeer a dirty smoking area on the corner. Hiroo just looks odd in their CGs. I don't know what it is. Something about the face looks a bit odd. Then we start our improvised strategy. God, this rain is irritating. No, I should have just done. God, this rain is irritating. I hate it. Hiroo grumbles as she gulps down her drink. Ashley gives her a sidelong glance inside, savoring smoke and starts to go. That hotel masquerade closed down about a year ago. It's unclear why. It probably has to do with the owner going missing. You see, that sounds like the Red Riding Hood and what evidence. I mean, it's kind of a standard word in any of the legends. Why he went missing is but something's different about it. He just something's vanished. Hiroo pipes up frowning, and that just proves this is a normal case. Is there any point in searching the hotel? Ashton taps his cigarette into the ashtray, shaking off the ash. Then continues with the same train of thought. Seems he's going to ignore Hiroo's question. Few publications had fun with this story for a while. It's prime gossip. But after a point it stopped being reported and everyone up and forgot. This is just my guess, but this area's crime seemed to be perfect. He likely applied pressure to keep things quiet. Makes sense for a red light district. At least that's how it seems from the way he's talking. And what started spreading around at the same time as that missing person case. pushed away his lit cigarette out towards his face. Rumors of red ridings. Those so-called eyewitness reports and people who actually heard things. Put all together, it seems masquerade sent a hold on things. Yasuoka brought the request to me, and it's also the same thing. Is also the same thing. Masquerade simply stands there quiet in the dark streets of the brain. But which one is the hotel? Is it the one on the left or the right? The neon lights at its feet almost seem to be staring out at the road. At its feet. That doesn't really answer the question, then, does it? Which one has neon lights at the feet? You know, I mean, they both kind of. I don't know, I'm just gonna assume it's the one on the left, honestly. Alright, so we don't seem to be deciding out of the roads. So, do you have any other? When I turn around, someone is standing there. My heart thunders in my chest. Man, even the protagonist, Yoshiki, has voice acting. Hiroo looks behind her, puzzled. Nothing's there. Sorry, I think my eyes are playing tricks on me. Make an effort to gloss over it, but there's no way I can believe it was a dream. I'm sure I saw it. Maybe the darkness has strained my eyes and I saw something that wasn't there yet. Daimon's call ends. Yeah, it is a bit questionable on Yasuoka's part to be like, okay, I'm gonna send you some help. I'll send you a busy doctor, a idol, and some kind of scientist who is the least busiest of the three, and it seems. I'm just like, we're gonna send all these people to help you out in this freaking suspicious area. Great idea. I managed to walk them through procedures, but I need to go soon. I'm terribly sorry. Make up for this late price. This, you know, despite the whole thing being like, okay, Mary was, you know, lying to us the whole time. We didn't need to just go in small groups of just 2 people. But that's basically what's happening in this chapter as well. So we're just gonna be like, you're gonna have one partner with us at any given time. Having more characters is a bit too chaotic, yes. Daimon runs off into a lightly falling rain. We will see him again in this chapter. Human lives depend on his work. This kind of thing is inevitable. Which means Hiroo and I will have to handle the investigation by ourselves first.
残ったのは理系バカ一人か。いささか心もとないな。
はあ？あんた今なんて言った？
And how you treat people who are helping you out? Paying no mind to Hiroo's violent outburst, Master calmly looks at his watch. It's time. Enough gossip. The rest is in your hands. And with that, he's gone. What a jerk! Calm down. You didn't mean anything by it. It's like that to everyone. Tried to be soothing, but that stung her pride. There's no way I'll be successful. Can't calm down when someone just treated me like an idiot. Just you wait. I'm gonna make sure I find a clue, then I'll rub it in his stupid face. Come on, let's go. You know, can you imagine how stressful it must be to be a doctor, though? Can you imagine that? You could be off duty, just doing whatever, and then suddenly you get a call and it's like, emergency, we need you here for us. It's like, ah, son of a bitch. Just like, I don't know, maybe you're like, you know, attending one of your kids' weddings or something like that, you know? Or maybe you're even getting married yourself. And then right in the middle of it, you get like, emergency, you gotta get here fast. Like, son of a bitch. So it begins. Hey, look at that. We're going forward, so that doesn't even indicate which building we go into. Step inside and are greeted by chilly air. Is this marble? Our footsteps echo across the exquisite detailed floor. Where are we? It's a hotel, so the first floor is probably the lobby. Oh, right, yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? It's only been a few seconds since we've set foot into the hotel, and yet Hiro's fiery determination appears to have put it out. Where did all that energy disappear off to? Are you okay, Hiro? I'm fine, not like some weird spirit's gonna pop out. It's nothing compared to the underground shelter. But don't you think something's odd? Like what? Maybe it's because it's only been a year since this place shut down, but it's less damage than I thought. I assumed there'd be more graffiti and stuff. You know, now that you mention it, it's true. You know, I'm just thinking, you know, typical graffiti you see, you know, swear words and dicks. Like, literal dicks. And that makes me wonder, it's like, would Japan have a similar thing with graffiti? Like, that's placement graffiti as a dick. It's like, no. Can't have that. It's not just because graffiti's bad and all. You gotta censor that shit, man. Store. It's the emergency staircase. Signs above the door there. I shine a flashlight around, and while the place is dirty, nothing's really broken. But we were able to come in here off the street without anything getting in our way. So then why? I should have mentioned earlier. You said that the hotel might be connected to some crime syndicate. Yeah, what about it? Maybe that's why it's still nice in here. Anyone who would be most likely tagged would be. Oh, gotcha. It's a gang thing then. Think they made it off limits? On the other hand, maybe people stay away because dangerous things happen. I should probably not mention that possibility there. That helps us, though. Everything should be mostly intact. So what's the plan? Should we just do a thorough search of each floor for now? We don't have any particularly useful info. We'll just have to search every nook and cranny like Hiroo suggested. There's nothing else we can do. Okay, let's get to it then. Let's easily get out of here, so that's good at least. Yeah, if we're in danger, we'll halt the investigation of the floor. So it begins. This area is a bit different, you know, any of the areas we visited in the main story. Because it's all just one building. And you could say the same for the shelter. Or the school, you know, but those felt different than this. The layout of this hotel just gives a different vibe than the main game does. But we will investigate this place in the next part. It's just like keeping it a bit short here, rather than going on for 40 odd minutes. Simply because it feels like the right part of the video, you know, to end. It's like we're caught up to date on what we're doing, and then we do what we're supposed to do, investigate the premises for clues in the next part. So I shall see you next time, viewers. See you next time.